Audible po. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll start na po. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Erica Bisoy, and I am here to present our thesis titled Modified 3D Convolutional Neural Network Applied in Dynamic Filipino Sign Language Recognition. So, this research was conducted in collaboration with my co-author, Rizal Abi Oduca, under the Computer Science Department at Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Manila. And our work focuses on improving the gesture recognition systems to better support communication within the deaf community. Next slide, please. So, dynamic gesture recognition is a vital tool in understanding and classifying hand movements captured in video frames. It forms the backbone of many assistive technologies for the deaf community. However, the existing models often face significant challenges, such as vanishing and exploding gradients, which impede their performance. So our research addresses these issues by modifying the 3D architecture to enhance the training stability and improve the accuracy. And for the evaluation, we use the FSL 105 datasets consisting of 2,130 video clips covering 105 Filipino Sign Language signs. Next. So let's start by understanding the baseline of the algorithm. So it takes an array of video frames as input and outputs an accuracy score, reflecting how well it can identify different gestures. This algorithm proceeds through a series of steps. First is the feature extraction. It determines several key parameters, such as the kernel or filter size, the number of the filters to use, the stride, which dictates the filter step size, and finally the padding, which adds a layer of zero-value pixels around the edges of the input. The next, in classification, these extracted features are converted into predictions for specific gesture classes. Then following this is the training phase, where the model is refined using the model fit method, and we'll be experimenting with 5 and 50 epochs to compare the training behaviors. And finally, the performance evaluation stage will measure the accuracy of the algorithm. And next. So it's important to note that this baseline algorithm is not without its challenges. Specifically during the feature extraction stage, it may encounter the problem 1, which is the vanishing or exploding gradients, which can lead to instability during training. Next. So our methodology focuses on developing and evaluating a modified 3D convolutional neural network for FSL recognition. We designed and enhanced a 3D architecture to capture spatial temporal patterns in dynamic gestures. So key features include batch normalization for stable gradient magnitudes, then gradient clipping to prevent the exploding gradients. To improve upon the baseline, we made some key adjustments to our enhanced version. First is we added batch normalization during the feature extraction process. This helps keep things stable as the model learns. And to prevent the exploding gradients that can mess up the training, we also incorporated the gradient clipping when setting up the optimizer for the training of the model. So now let's move on to the results. First, we evaluated the gradient stability. So as seen in figure 1, we observed significant instability during the early stages of training. So as you can notice, the sharp spikes in the gradient values at epoch 2, 3, and 4, these spikes are a clear indication of the exploding gradients problem, where gradients become excessively large, hindering effective learning. So now let's shift our attention to the batch normalized model. So during a training period of 5 epochs, the result indicates stable and consistent gradient behavior throughout the training process. So unlike the non-batch normalized model, the gradients remain within a manageable range without sudden spikes, highlighting the stabilizing effect of the batch normalization. Next thing. So for the accuracy with batch normalization, The enhanced model demonstrated a steady and significant increase in accuracy for both training and validation sets. With a smaller gap between the two curves, it indicates better generalization. Next slide. And for the accuracy with the non-batch normalization, the baseline model achieved moderate accuracy improvement, but it suffered from a large gap between training and validation accuracy, suggesting overfitting. Next slide. So for the key metrics and observation, the variance of the gradient norms in the non-batch normalized model was notably high at 366.8836, indicating the instability in the gradient flow, which likely contributed to issues such as exploding gradients. However, the batch normalized model showed a much lower variance of 4.9723, demonstrating that batch normalization effectively stabilized the gradient magnitude. So in conclusion, the results demonstrated the effectiveness of integrating batch normalization and gradient clipping in enhancing the algorithm of 3D CNN performance. So gradient stability improved significantly, with variance decreasing from 366.8836 to 4.9723. And accuracy trends indicating better generalization. However, to further address the overfitting issues, we recommend applying additional techniques such as dropout regularization, weight decay, and early stopping. These methods will help prevent the model from over-relying on specific neurons, reduce co-adaptation, and ensure that the training is halted before the model begins to overfit the data. So these enhancements will help ensure that the models remain robust and it generalizes well to the real-world applications. And that ends our presentation. Thank you very much for your time and attention.
Yeah, so thank you, Ma'am Eric. For the excellent presentation on your research titled Model. Okay, so we will now proceed with the Q&A portion. Anyone from the group first who shall give the first question, or from our judge? So we have a question here from Ma'am Nicole Junio. I'll just read the question. Why did you choose 3D CNN and not just the traditional PM? Ma'am Erica.
Okay. Well, we chose 3D CNN because it is well suited for our study, which involves processing video data for dynamic gesture recognition. So unlike traditional 2D CNNs, which only capture the spatial information from the individual frames, 3D can capture both spatial and temporal features simultaneously. And this is important for recognizing the movements and sequences involved in the sign language gestures.
Okay. Ma'am Nicole, are you satisfied with the answer of Ma'am Erica? Okay. Silence means yes. Okay. So any other question from the group? Ma'am Lakaba, do you have a question? I will also ask one question, one last maybe, before we proceed to the next. Okay. Ma'am Erica, here is my question. Okay. How does the proposed modified 3D convolutional neural network improve the accuracy and efficiency of the dynamic gesture recognition for Filipino Sign Language compared to other existing models?
Mm. Hmm? I'm sorry. Can you repeat po the question?
Uh, what do you think is the uh, given your proposed 3D modeling, modified 3D convolutional neural network, is it accurate and efficient than that of existing models? When we talk on Filipino Sign Language, recognition for Filipino Sign Language.
Well, for the recent study po kasi, the accuracy is only, they achieve only 69%. However, our study po, for now, we achieve 79% na po. And for the real-time recognition naman po, it can now capture for now po, it can capture now 100 signs, 100 Filipino signs.
Okay. So thank you, ma'am.
And,
This is just continue, ma'am. Sige.
And opo, yun, our goal is to develop a reliable system that will effectively bridge the communication gap between the deaf community and those who do not use sign language, or yung mga non-signers po. And that's all.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that answer. Okay, so any other question from the group before we proceed to the next presenter? Okay, so since there are none,